previous class, we have discussed about the length, mass, time, area, and volume conversions. In this class, we are going to discuss about the conversion of speed, force, and energy. Okay. So here, speed. The SI unit of speed is meter per second, and another practical units of speed can be kilometer per second or centimeter per second. If you are observing the headlight of a motorbike, okay, the reading will be presenting right there. You can observe kilometer per hour. Okay, but here kilometer per hour is a practical unit of speed. Then the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Then how can we convert meter per second into kilometer per hour and kilometer per hour into meter per second? So here the conversion of speed, So here SI unit of speed is meter per second, and practical unit of speed, the practical unit is equal to kilometer per hour. Then how can we convert 1 kilometer per hour into meter per second, or 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how many meter per second? So here 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how many meters per second? So in the previous process, what we have done by considering the unknown value as x. Okay. So here if you consider x, then x meter per second is equal to 1 kilometer per hour. Per hour means what? 1 kilometer per hour, right? Means for each hour the object is covering a distance of 1 kilometer. So here x can be written as x is equal to 1 kilometer per hour into, here if you send this meter per second to the RHS side, then it will become S by M. Then 1 kilometer means how many meters? 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. 1000 meter divided by 1 hour means how many seconds? 3600 seconds. 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds into S by M. Second gets cancelled, meter gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled. Here the remaining fraction is what? 10 by 36. 10 by 36 can be written as what? 2 5s are 2 18s. So that is equal to 5 by 18. So what we got? X value is equal to 5 by 18. Then if you substitute that X value here, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So here what we have done? 1 kilometer per hour we are converting into meter per second. So meter per second is the unknown quantity. We have considered it as x. X meter per second is equal to 1 kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour means 1 kilometer by 1 hour. So here x we are writing it as x is equal to 1 kilometer by 1 hour into second per meter. 1 kilometer means we know 1000 meters and 1 hour means 3600 seconds. Here cancel the singular terms and finally we will get a fraction 10 by 36. If you simplify this one, finally we will get 5 by 18. Then 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Okay, and there is another way instead of considering x like this. Here if you check that one kilometer per hour means 1 kilometer divided by 1 hour. So here this is a practical unit kilometer, this is also practical unit hour. Then first convert into SI unit. Then 1 kilometer means how many meters? 1000 meters. 1000 meters divided by 1 hour means how many seconds? 3600 seconds. 3600 seconds. 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 5s are 2 18s. That is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Already this is in meter per second. Directly 5 by 18 meter per second. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Then 1 meter per second is equal to how many kilometer per hour? There is a question. 1 meter per second is equal to how many kilometer per hour? See, we know the value of 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. See, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. This 5 by 18 meter per second can be written as 5 by 18 into 1 meter per second. Is it correct or not? 5 by 18 meter per second can be written as 5 by 18 into 1 meter per second. 5 by 18 into 1 will be 5 by 18 alone. So there is no change. Then if you send this 5 by 18 to LHS side, then what will happen? The fraction will get reciprocal. Then 18 by 5 kilometer per hour is equal to 1 meter per second. So here 1 meter per second is equal to how many kilometer per hour? 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So if you observe this one, meter per second and kilometer per hour, which one is the largest value? Kilometer per hour is the largest value and meter per second is the smallest value. So while you are converting from largest value to the smallest value, here we will get a fraction, proper fraction. And if you are converting from smallest value to the largest value, we will get an improper fraction, 18 by 5. Okay. So finally what we have concluded is 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Then 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. These two values are required to convert the speed, okay, from kilometer per hour to meter per seconds. If I want to convert 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second, convert 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second. So here how many kilometer per hour we are converting? 36 kilometer per hour. So 36 kilometer per hour is equal to, what is the value of 1 kilometer per hour? 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Then 36 into 5 by 18 meter per second. So what we have done? In the place of kilometer per hour, we have substituted 5 by 18 meter per second. So 18 ones are 18 twos are. So 2 into 5, 10 meter per second. So here we have converted 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second by considering the fraction 5 by 18 meter per second. So if you consider an example, convert 25 meter per second into 25 meter per second into kilometer per hour. So here 25 meter per second is equal to 25 into 1 meter per second means how many kilometer per hour? 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. 5 ones are 5 fives are 18 into 5 90 kilometer per hour. So here 25 meter per second is equal to 90 kilometer per hour. See here what we have done, to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we are considering a fraction 5 by 18, and to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour, we are considering a fraction 18 by 5. So this is about the speed conversion. Conversion of force. The SI unit of force is equal to, the SI unit of force is equal to Newton or capital N. And the CGS unit of force, the CGS unit of force is equal to Joule. So here to convert from SI unit to CGS unit or CGS unit to SI unit, what conversion factors we will use? We will check them. See here, 1 Newton is equal to 1 kilogram meter S power minus 2. How we got this kilogram meter S power minus 2 means? Here force formula is mass into acceleration. So here mass m into acceleration means change in velocity by time. So here mass unit is kilogram and here change in velocity unit means velocity unit alone we will get it right. So meter per second by time unit is what? Second. So if you simplify this one we will get it as kilogram meter by S into S, that is equal to kilogram meter S power minus 2. See here, kilogram meter by S into S, S square. If you send this S square to numerator, S power minus 2. Kilogram meter S power minus 2 is the SI unit of force. Then we need to convert this SI unit of force into the CGS unit of force. So CGS unit of force, CGS, centimeter, gram, second. Centimeter, the unit for length in CGS, and gram, the unit for mass in CGS system, and second is the time unit in CGS system. So here kilogram is there. Kilo means how much? Kilo value is 10 to the power of 3. So 1 into 10 to the power of 3 gram. 1 meter means how many centimeters? 10 square centimeters or 100 centimeters. Directly I am writing 10 square centimeter and S power minus 2. Okay, already this is in SI and this is in CGS also. See, if you observe here, gram, CGS unit of mass, centimeter, CGS unit of length, and second, CGS unit of time. Now what we have done? We have converted a SI unit into CGS unit. Then write all the multiples to one side. 1 into 10 power 3 into 10 square. Then gram, centimeter, S power minus 2. See here, 1 dyne means gram, centimeter, S power minus 2. Now we got in the form of gram, centimeter, S power minus 2 means CGS system of unit. Then 10 power 3 into 10 to the power of 2 means what? A power m into a to the power of n. If the bases are equal, then powers can be added. 3 plus 2, 5. 10 to the power of 5 gram, centimeter, S power minus 2. So gram, centimeter, S power minus 2 represents what? Dyne. So 10 to the power of 5 dyne. So 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. Then 1 dyne is equal to what? 1 dyne is equal to, if you send this 10 power 5 to the LHS side, then it will becomes 1 by 10 to the power of 5. 10 to the power of 5, if you send it to numerator part, then it will becomes 10 to the power of minus 5. So 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. So to convert SI unit to CGS unit of force, we need to remember these conversion factors. 10 to the power of 5 dyne and 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 newtons. Example, convert 5 mega newtons into dyne. So mega newton means, here mega means multiple, newton means that is in SI unit, right? Then dyne, CGS unit of force. Now what we are doing, we are converting the SI unit of force to the CGS unit of force. So here 5 mega dyne, mega newton is equal to 5 into, what is the value of mega? Multiple for mega is equal to 10 to the power of 6. And 1 newton is equal to how many dynes? Directly by considering the conversion factor, we can convert into CGS system of units. 1 newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. So substitute here in the place of n, 10 to the power of 5 dyne. So that is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 6 plus 5, 11 dyne. So this is the simplest way by considering the conversion factors. 5 meganewton into dyne, that is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 11 times. Then how to convert from dyne to newton? Convert 10 millidyne into newton. Convert 10 millidyne into newton. So here 10 millidyne is equal to 10 into, what is the value of milli? Multiple for milli is how much? 10 to the power of minus 3 into 1 dyne is equal to how many newtons? We are converting from dyne to newton. Then 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 newtons. So in the place of dyne, substitute 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. Then here 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 plus minus 5 Newton, that is equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Newton, or simply we can write it as 10 to the power of minus 7 Newton. So here 10 millidyne into Newton, 10 millidyne is equal to 10 into, milli value is 10 to the power of minus 3 into 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. So 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 plus minus 5, that is equal, finally we got the value of 10 to the power of minus 7 newtons. Okay, this is the conversion of force. And what is work? Whenever you are applying a force, if the object is able to change its displacement or position from one place to another place, then we can say that the work has been done. So work done is equal to F into S. Force unit is what? Newton. And time unit is what? And the displacement, this is unit is meter. Then force unit elaborately if you write, this can be kilogram, meter, S power minus 2 into meter. See, don't confuse here. This is S bar, displacement, or S you can consider displacement. Displacement unit is meter. So kilogram, meter, S power minus 2 into meter. Then how many times the meter is repeating? 2 times the meter is repeating. Then this can be written as kilogram meter square S power minus 2. So the SI unit of energy is kilogram meter square S power minus 2 or joule. Kilogram meter square S power minus 2 or joule. And CGS unit of energy is gram centimeter square S power minus 2 or erg. ERG erg. Okay. Then how to convert the SI unit of energy to the CGS unit of energy, or CGS unit of energy to the SI unit of energy? What conversion factors we are going to consider? We will check it once. So here first we are converting from SI to CGS. SI to CGS unit, what conversion factor we should consider? So here SI unit is kilogram meter square S power minus 2. Then kilo, what is the value of kilo? 10 to the power of 3. 1 into 10 to the power of 3 gram into meter square. CGS unit of length is what? Centimeter. 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? 10 square centimeter. So 10 square centimeter whole square. Here whole to the power of 2 is presenting, right? This will be whole square, and second will be time. So S power minus 2 alone. Then if you simplify this one, 10 power 3 gram into 10 to the power of 2 whole to the power of 2 is 10 to the power of 4, and this will be centimeter square S power minus 2. How I have written this one is A power m whole to the power of n is equal to A power m into n. Okay. And one more formula you can consider, AB whole to the power of n is equal to A power n into B power n. If I consider 10 square is A and centimeter is B, AB whole to the power of n is equal to A power n into B power n. 10 square whole to the power of 2 centimeter square. So 10 square whole square means 10 power 4 centimeter square S power minus 2. Then 10 power 3 into 10 power 4. Bases are equal, powers can be added. 3 plus 4, 7. 10 power 7 gram centimeter square s power minus 2. If you observe this one, now we got it in the form of CGS unit, gram centimeter square s power minus 2. Then gram centimeter square s power minus 2 can be represented as what? Erg. So 10 to the power of 7 erg. 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 erg. Then 1 erg is equal to what? 1 erg is equal to, it will becomes the reciprocal, means 10 to the power of minus 7 joule. These are the two conversion factors that we are going to use it for the conversion of energy from SI to CGS and CGS to SI. So 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg and 1 erg is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. Example, convert 25 megajoule into erg. What we are doing, we are converting from SI to CGS unit. SI unit of energy is joule and CGS unit of energy is erg. So 25 megajoule into erg we are converting. So 25 megajoule is equal to 25 into mega means what is the multiple? 10 to the power of 6. 10 to the power of 6 into 1 joule is equal to, 1 joule is equal to how many ergs? 10 to the power of 7 ergs. 10 to the power of 7 erg. So 25 into 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of 7. Bases are equal, right? Then powers can be added. 6 plus 7, 13. So 10 to the power of 13 here. So the same way we will use it, what we have used for force and speed, the conversion by making the use of conversion factors, we can convert the SI unit of energy to the CGS unit of energy. Okay, and SI unit of force to CGS unit of force and CGS unit of force to SI unit of force. By making use of these conversion factors, we can convert from SI to CGS unit. So here what we have learned, the SI unit of speed is meter per second and practical unit is kilometer per hour. If we are converting from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we are considering a fraction of 5 by 18. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. And 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. These are the two conversion factors that we will use it for speed. And for force, 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. And 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. These are the two conversion factors that we will use it for force conversion. Then for energy, 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 erg. And 1 erg is equal to 10 to the power of 7 joule. These are the two conversion factors that we will use it for energy conversions. Okay, thank you.